San Francisco starts out with the ball. Johnson surveying the floor. To the paint. Stolen by Parrish. Now it's Griffin running. Here he goes. Sailing in. No problems knocking that one down.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Back to Dang. Griffin with the steal. We play just over a minute here in the first.
Blake Griffin
sinks the three-pointer.
And what makes Blake so dangerous, in addition to the athleticism, is he can also nail the jumper from outside.
Here's Porzingis. And finished off by Kristaps Porzingis.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
No one covering.
Well, great job executing from the mid-range. If the defense gives it to you, take it.
Pass to Parrish. Now Porzingis. Here's Chambers. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Here's Eaton. Dang gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. To the inside. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And here we go. Albuquerque fast break. Kept alive. And it's Parrish missing.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And the basket by Chambers.
It's a good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Hammering it home. Griffin making use of that athleticism and size. That combination makes him such an offensive threat. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Abdul-Jabbar with the steal.
He was laying in wait for that terrific read to get a jump on.
Oh, wow. That one is a highlight reel.
Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Johnson. Inside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
And Griffin slams it in.
I like to see that kind of decisive movement, driving hard when he has an opening.
Pass to Eaton. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Pierce feeling it out a bit. Outside Griffin. To the left side wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Griffin's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Albuquerque. Here's Eaton. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Eaton's got his second basket.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Albuquerque leads by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that. Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble.
Kareem flushes.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Lewis gets the bucket.
And snappy pass to a productive shooter. The moment Lewis has the ball, he's getting ready to shoot.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Richardson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Lewis gets the bucket.
Oh, he is a phenomenal three-point shooter. Lewis especially deadly from the corner.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And stolen by Richardson. And taken away by Magic. Slam dunk, Magic Johnson.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Pocket 6. Richardson, good.
And the defense, you can't forget about Richardson from deep. His three-pointer is extremely dangerous.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. San Francisco trails by 9. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Johnson's got 10 points.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the 3-ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be.
And Richardson slams it in.
And Richardson's showing you why he's a 2-time slam dunk champion on that one, finishing with authority.
Pass to Chambers. Johnson for 3. Magic nails the 3-ball.
And look, that's just the guy getting to his spot and making the defense pay.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good. Albuquerque leading by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Richardson. The kick out to Lopez. And Lewis has it in the corner. Trains it from beyond the arc. Lewis has got the lead up to 10 now for Albuquerque.
And this is why Lewis takes so many of those threes, because of his ability to knock them down.
Back to Dang. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Very important triple there at the buzzer. That halftime deficit looks a lot more manageable when it's in single digits.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And Albuquerque with the possession. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, well, that's on the defense. They got to put out a little more effort to keep that from happening.
Here's Chambers. That's out of bounds. San Francisco will retain possession. Some changes for Albuquerque. And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He's ready to talk things through with them. San Francisco trails by 9. Johnson, that's for 2. Wide open shot is on the money. Johnson's got 15 points.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis.
And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And when you rank stretch bigs, you have to place Porzingis toward the top of that list. This guy is a pure shooter at 7'3".
Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Pass to Eaton. Back to Dang. Nailed from three-point land. 8 points for him.
Yeah, you got to run Dang off that three-point line. He's superb at knocking down the triple thanks to that fast release. I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
On the wing, Dang. Pass to Eaton. The kick out to Dang. 6 to shoot. Down low. Stolen by Pierce. Griffin with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And here is Parrish. Drops in the tray. And it's an 8-point Albuquerque lead.
Well, the defense has to be more wary of his willingness to kick it out. They got burned there.
Johnson for 3. Takes the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. The kick out to Pierce. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Johnson outside. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. To stop the run. And Kareem throws it down.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Albuquerque leading by 11. Here's Richardson.
Oh, such an explosive athlete, man. It is fun watching Richardson just knife his way inside.
Johnson in the corner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And so it's Albuquerque, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. San Francisco trails by 13. There's the 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
That's tough to defend, but that's why you gotta stay up on them.
And here's Richardson outside. Second shot opportunity. The wide open look here for Lopez. Connects from 3-point range. Lopez has got the lead up to 13 now for Albuquerque. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Outside, Porzingis. Johnson in the corner. Screen by Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Johnson gets the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
4 on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. What a response! Hitting a 3 of their own.
Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble. This time burning the defense with the catch and fire.
Outside Porzingis. He's off from 3. San Francisco trails by 13. Johnson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Chambers. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Lopez with the ball. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. Stolen by Lewis. Outside Lopez. Now Johnson. It's stolen by Deng. Floats one up.
Yeah, Chambers is aggressive when it comes to getting to the line, using his height and length to get under the skin of the defense.
Chambers hits them both. Albuquerque leading by 11. Lopez a screen. Magic driving in, and he jams it in.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Now Johnson from outside. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
He's got ball.
Richardson outside. Here he goes for three. The three goes down.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to let up, and I like that. Keep pouring it on.
Johnson, the three doesn't go. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson. Shoots the three. Outside Porzingis. A huge two-handed slam.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he hits the first of three.
Magic Johnson.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all three. And so Albuquerque takes the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jimmy, a pretty hostile environment.
Take care to get home safely, and we'll see you at the next event.
Up his guitar, tried to find a place to play, but they against his head and made sure he was. And his last thoughts were the things he didn't say. Right on, right on, right on, right on. She woke up in the morning and she claimed her JSA. And she turned and asked her man if he was gonna be okay. But his cheeks, they turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Right on, right on, right on, right on. They all went out one evening and it's gone. And they tried to figure out whose turn it was to pay, but they never made it back to bed. Some may recall that tears were shed, and no one's lives will ever be the same. Right on, right on, right on, right on. Well, I guess he found some comfort at the. Well, I guess that he regretted several aspects of his past. But he wasn't mean, he wasn't cruel, and he made sure his kids went to school. And sleeping well is not an easy task. Right on, right on, right on, right on.
sure.